Alrighty, moving on to the next stage on this. What I want to do is I want to start adding and subtracting some things. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to maybe take something off of this box, like this way. I might extend this out some. I can take some of those same lines and extend them out. If I do that, it's actually, I mean, I've already got something happening here, so it's actually a little bit kind of easier to start with an existing line. The other thing that that does, though, is it creates a relationship between this new form that I'm drawing and the form that I had already. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later as we get some more forms going. So each time I do this, I'm lining up the ruler with my eye to make it look like a straight line, and I'm looking at the lines on both sides and I'm splitting the difference. Okay? So that it appears to be heading up there to that same vanishing point. I got to do this kind of carefully. I have to visualize the entire box, okay? I'm adding another box on there, a smaller box, and I have to visualize that entire box. So, continuing this line down, so that when I do that and I come all the way around, you know, if I've done everything right, which I have not, I should be able to draw a line here that would make sense with everything, and it totally does not. So I've screwed up again. What's my deal? Well, I can see right here that this line is diverging from that line. It's converging too quickly with that line. Usually I'm a little better at this, but my deal is that working on this easel is actually a little bit harder than working on a donkey. Anyways, that's the excuse I'm choosing. I look at this line and this line, they're too parallel, okay? Actually, so I'm going to see if I can bring that one up, converge up a little bit. It may also be that this line is converging with that one. I wonder if it's converging properly. But like, my point is that I got to walk myself around this form and figure out where I screwed up, and work it and work it and work it until I get it figured out. So that's still wonky. So I'm going to look at this. I like this line, and I like this line, and I like that line. So I'm gonna find from there, where's the, where should this line be? It ought to be coming all the way down there. So what's with that? I think that the deal is that this line, can you see that? It's diverging from that one. So I didn't bring it down far enough. I have to bring it down farther. Bring it down like, it's converging so quickly with that other line that it's got to come down here farther. This line is okay with that line. But anyways, Rob Peter PayPal, figure it out. Work your way around there until you've got something that's believable. Erase the old bad lines. Okay. Once I've got something, you know what? I don't love that. That feels like it needs to come up a little bit. And if that's the case, this needs to come out some. Got to step back from it. Look at it. If it looks wrong, it is wrong. Okay, I'm going to get rid of some lines back here that I don't need. Some of these guidelines even, I'm going to bring them down to ghost image. And what I'm going to do is, like last time, I'm going to go over these rulered lines, the ruled lines, and I'm going to freehand them. I want to get more and more comfortable with drawing these lines freehand. Believe it or not, the more right lines that I get, more lines that look good, the easier this drawing will become. But if I start getting really wonky lines in here that don't make sense with what I've drawn already, the opposite is true. So I look at this line, it's a little bit, I don't know, it's a little hinky still with that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it up. I got to look at this line, I got to look at the line that's down there. That line should be more like this. Okay? Look how off that angle was. It's like 7 degrees off or something like that. All right, so some of this stuff that's back here is not going to be as important. I mean, I'm not even going to see those lines. But I kind of want to understand this. I want to understand where that is. So I'm drawing it, and I'm going to keep it really light. And I'm going to firm up the lines that I am going to see. Right? Might even start to think a little bit about line weight. My line quality at this point, you know what? That's converging a little too fast with that. Got to relax that some. It's converging too quickly. Maybe this comes down a little bit lower. Peter, pay Paul. Make him stop saying that. Why is he saying that? He should stop saying that. Anyways, that's the idea. Step back from it, look at it. What do I think? You know, I think it looks okay. The last thing that I want to do is, if I've stuck a piece of cheese on there, I want to erase the seams that makes this, you know, one continuous plane. Right? Firm that up. Firm it up. Firm it up. Okay, so I've given you a handout that shows you a lot of things that we're going to do with this thing. I don't want you to worry about those too much until we have started to cut out some more chunks and add some stuff on here. So off camera, I'm going to add some more stuff and cut some things out, and then I'll come back. Okay? All right, we'll talk some more.